Upgrades, upgrades, upgrades. Make sure the phone is the microphone is on. Okay. We own 2 houses in the villages, and we did some upgrades. So on this video, you're gonna see. I'm gonna tell you who we picked. Okay, what upgrades we did, why, who we used, if they were good, and the price, the final price that we paid for each upgrade. So as I say, we bought 2 houses in the villages, and especially when we bought this one, the first one, we wanted to do a couple of upgrades. So we wanted to get recommendations. We didn't know companies and so on. Here, we didn't know the neighbors that much, so we decided to go on Facebook and search for recommendations. So when you go to Facebook, you join the groups, there's plenty of groups, and when you ask for a recommendation, I realized that some of the responses were the companies that they recommend themselves with a different name. So it was kind of like, So what we did is we went around and asked people. I think that's the best way to do it, mouth to mouth. So that's how it goes. So some of the upgrades are necessary. Some of them are for safety reasons. Some of them are to protect the house. Some of them is to make it look better and feel better, understandable. And some of the upgrades sometimes is to keep up with the Johnsons, as they say around here. So the first upgrade we did, it was necessary in my wife's eyes. My wife could not open the door when somebody was knocking, or when she has to leave during the dark times, because sometimes she goes to walk outside with the ladies, and she was always hesitating to open the door, the front door. The front door, beautiful door, good job, nice quality, but it was solid door, not even a pinhole to see what's behind the door once you go outside, or when somebody's coming who is outside. So she was like, no. We have so many alligators. Maybe an alligator is sitting outside the door. Understandable. So the first thing we did, I call it necessity. So we didn't look too much because most of the people use the same company, and they told me that even with the research, the price, it doesn't make a big difference. So we called the company, the name of the company, Glass Door Entry Point by Paris. Okay, Entry Point by Paris. That's the name of the company we used. We were very happy with them. You go online, they have a catalog of different designs, full glass, half glass, black glass, red, yellow, name it. Everything is there. You pick the design you want. At the time we picked them, they were kind of busy, so they came like a month later. We put the date and everything. Somebody came with the van, took the door out, put it in the van. I guess he cut it, put the glass. Like an hour later, put the door back on again, and the door is beautiful. And the price, it was $999. Now the door, not only you can see outside, but our hallway, when you come in this house, it's kind of like a narrow little hallway to go in, and it was dark, and you don't realize it, that once we put that door, now it's so bright and beautiful, so it was well worth it. So that was our first upgrade. Now, the next upgrade, it wasn't necessary, but it was like, maybe we have to do it. The driveway. So in the beginning, we said, no, let people do whatever they want, we don't care. The driveway, it's a driveway, big deal. And then slowly after parking there and blah, 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 you can see these dark marks and start chipping here, and a little oil fall once from my car and it created a stain. I tried to clean it. It wasn't going away. So we decided to do the driveway. Now, the driveway, it's kind of like, it's not like the door, like an hour job. It takes 4 days, and it's a hassle because you can't park your car on the driveway or you can't even walk on the driveway. So we decided to do it when we left the villages. We went back home. So we called 3 companies. The first company, actually, we got them from the neighbors. You know, the first company almost wanted $8,000. The second company, he wanted 4,500 if it's case 43, and if it's a design, and blah blah blah. So they all come with a catalog with the designs what you want to pick. So the third company, the first 2 companies, there's a briefcase guy coming in. You know, it's kind of like a middleman. So the last company we called that somebody gave us, the name was Driveway and Patio, Edison Can Creations. That's the company we decided to go. He came in here with a catalog. Hello, how are you? He opened up, he says, pick your design. And the price, it was $2,150. That was the best price that we found out of these 3 companies. And the work, it's amazing. We came back from New York. We like, oh, let's see what they did since we were not here, you know. Beautiful. Every little corner, every line, the material, the design. So we did. Now this price, the $2,150 it was for the driveway with one palm tree design. You can see on the pictures. The hallway that goes to on the door, the lanai, and the little side lanai next to lanai that you do your barbecue. So we didn't want the garage. We are not the garage people. We don't care about the garage. Some people is their man cave. I understand they gotta fix it nice and so on. But the only time I go in the garage is to pick up a car or drop a car. So that's it. So that's with the driveway. Now the next one, it was the garage. For some reason, anytime I see the house, it felt something was missing. And I'm like, how can you not have no garage? We own 6 houses. So all of them have garage, you know. And I'm like, it feels weird, even though they say, oh, you don't need garage. But still, I had issues on other houses that the water will somehow find a way to seep in through the foundation, to seep into the house. And it kind of bothered me. And I'm like, I got to put garage. It doesn't make sense. It's ridiculous. So we use a company. The name of the company is Hills Seamless Garage. Hills Seamless Garage. So they came here. Within 2 hours, I had garage all over the house. Couple of guys, 3 guys, I don't remember, ladders and everything. They put beautiful garage around the house, and now I feel better. One tip I gotta give you: the villages do have garage in one spot in the front of the house, on the top of the doorway. I guess, you know, if people come in and out from there, and while it's raining, you don't want to have water pouring everywhere. And over there, they have a sprout that comes down and ends up on the driveway. The people that they came for the garage, they asked me, you want me remove this or leave it there? I didn't thought about it. I tell them, no, leave it. You know, who cares? And then down the road, I realized that this sprout goes down and it leaves a mark on the cement. The water slowly eats the cement. You can see it's like a little yellowish, you know. So what I did, I went up there and I closed it. I put a plastic with a silicone and I closed it so no water comes anymore. I don't remember if I told you the price about the garage. It was $857. Now, what else was there? Oh yes, we did. Oh, on the new house, when we bought the new house, for some reason the villagers decide not to have blinds or shades in the house. I mean, seriously, that's necessary, you know. They don't have them no more. I don't know if they put them back again, but the house we bought, brand new, no shades or blinds in the windows. So there's a thing that you got to do even before you move into the house somehow. So we call two companies. The lady comes with all this fancy blah, blah, blah. So I know, and I'm like, no, I want symbol. The same thing like I have on this house, like the villagers have, the same material, the same thing. So make the long story short, it was around 3,900. I'm like, whoa, 3,900. Sounds kind of a lot to me. So we call another person. It was 35. Try to get you to get designs and blah, blah. I said, no, I don't want no Wi-Fi blinds. I don't want no remote control, nothing. Just regular, just pull and open and close. So it sounded too much to me. I don't mind paying. You see, the garage people, they came, they say 857. I'm like, sounds quite right. Do it. I pay you, of course. I'm not cheap, but I don't like to be taken advantage of, you know. So the blind sounded $4,000. I'm like, come on. So what I did, I measured them. I went on Home Depot. I ordered them. They came on my driveway there a week later, and I put them on myself. Cost $1,086. You can do it yourself. Believe me. Go on YouTube. It's simple. It's a couple of screws. Once the measurements are good, it's simple. If you can't do it yourself, at least buy them and then have somebody to install them, so you're saving all these middlemen, blah, 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 whatever it is. Sorry. Now, the next one and the biggest one, that's another reason why the villages, they don't want to come. I mean, come on, it's 2025. Who's using Formica? I mean, seriously, that was back on 70s. Now they have granite, they have quartz, they have all kind of crazy stuff. Formica, please. So my wife always hates Formica. From New York, we changed it and she's so happy, so she wanted to change it here too. So since we bought the new house, we figured before we go in there, we have to have them. Since it takes a little aggravation, you know, before you start putting things on the drawers and blah, 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 you want to do them so you don't get dust everywhere and so on. So we call three companies. Two of them was like 12,000, 11,000, plus a sink, plus. I'm like, seriously? Okay. So a friend of mine told me, gave me a name of a company to call and get an estimate. The name of the company was Ultimate Granite and Quartz. Ultimate Granite and Quartz. That's the name of the company. They are up in Spanish Springs. I visited them there. I went there. Huge warehouse, name it. I mean, they got stones everywhere over there. Now, I got lucky because without knowing, the people who owns the company, they're Greek, and I'm Greek. So, beautiful family. It was the son, the daughter, the uncle, run by a family. Very simple. They measure it. They sent somebody, did the template. Took like an hour, no big deal. And then we set up a date, and they came and they did it. They put the quartz countertops. They clean, they caulk, everything was seamless, beautiful, good job. An hour later, the plumber is coming to change your sinks because we changed our sinks too. So the sinks, you can see on the pictures, it's a big countertop, it's a huge, how you call it? It's a big stone, you know, quartz. So the countertops with the sinks and everything cost us $8,087. But keep in mind, this is like $400 less because I was Greek and I got the Greek discount. Try to get a Greek discount. It may work. So $887, Ultimate Granite and Quartz. They're located up in Spanish Springs. Google it, you find the number. They were beautiful, amazing. The other thing, and we did the backsplash. The backsplash, it was $850. We paid $850. I'm trying to find the name. It was a lady. I'm going to put on the description her number. I don't even have it. It was a lady that does it on the side, but she was, oh, beautiful. She did the backsplash, nice. She took her time, very, very nice. No aggravation, no nothing. It did cost a little more than others, but I was very happy with it. Now, the other thing is the new houses, again with the villages, they decide they don't even have fans. The living room don't have no fan. The bedrooms don't even have fans. Now, and the patio don't have no fan. So the funny thing is they do have the hookup for a fan on the living room, on the patio, and on the master bedroom. Just the hookup. No fans, no lights, no nothing. You have to take the cover off, buy fan, light, whatever you have to do, and you have to put it on yourself. The other two bedrooms, because the house is 3 bedrooms, the other 2 bedrooms, zero. Not even the hookups. You have no choice but have table lamps that I hate. But what are you going to do? So the fence I bought they cost me around $500 for all of them. Make sure when you get the fence, they come with the light and a remote, because the villages only have one switch. So you need a remote. You turn it on when you go in, and when you lie down, you want to shut it off. You don't want to get up and go to in the front of the door. You know, that's another thing. They're supposed to have 2 switches, one next to the bed and one in the front of the door. But again, the villagers decide, nah, who needs them? Get up and go close the light. So get it with the remote. I can show you the pictures up there. Other, I'm trying to see if I forgot anything. Landscaping. We are not into landscaping. We are not crazy about it. We believe, me and my wife, the less we have, the less work we have to do. We are here to enjoy ourselves, go out and dance. And I don't want to bother with trees, cutting trees down, palm trees, flowers. That's us. I'm not against it. Don't get me wrong. I see houses that are beautiful with all these palm trees and fountains. And amazing. That's not for us. So, but the thing is, when you buy the house, the villages have, how you call those, pine needles around the house. In the beginning, they look okay. And then after a while, they kind of shrink or they blow away from the wind. And you can see they are like, they look horrible. So what I did, I went and I went to Lowe's. I got 15 bags of pine bark. And I spread it around on the top of the pine. You can see the pictures, what it looks like. It looks beautiful. Yeah, it's not the best, but better than the pine. And the pine bark cost me around $150, I think, $150. It was well worth it. Now, the next one, it wasn't a necessity, is I insulate the garage door. Went to, that was Home Depot, I remember. I ordered it, it came on the driveway. Those big pieces of, it's like foam, but it supposedly insulates the garage door and it keeps it cooler. So do I need it since I'm not using the garage as much? No, I didn't care. I wouldn't even do it. I don't care. Let it be hot. Who cares? But because I have an electric bicycle and an electric car, and those 2 things are in the garage, I'm worrying if the batteries have an issue of the garage being too hot and get overheated and have some kind of fire. So I did put it on. If you are a garage person and you like to be in the garage a lot, it helps. It didn't make a big difference. It was still hot, but I guess, you know. So that cost me around $150. Am I right? $150 or maybe more. Yeah, I think it was $150 to get the bundle of these foam things you put behind on the garage door. It's simple. Just take the rods out, put them, squeeze them in, put the rods back in. It helps. Other upgrades we did in the house, I put some cameras, I put like a Ring doorbell and things like this. I put a 220-volt plug in my garage, and that's it. The one that I want to do, I want to put filtration system for the house. That's my next one that I want to do. Other than this, everything is good. Thank you so much. I hope it was helpful. If anybody has any questions, anybody wants a number or a company or whatever, comment on the description, and please give me a call. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye bye.